How was that? Next, we have more news about an upcoming treasure hunting game.
That's interesting. Splatoon!
Hey everyone, here's some fresh news about Splatoon Raiders, a new single-player focused adventure. Check out this neat little place, the hideout ship out on the water. There's Deep Cut, a trio of swashbuckling musicians.
Oh, hell yeah.
And this scrappy individual? That's you. Let's call this handy youth the Mechanic.
Hell yeah.
The four of them are using the hideout ship as their hub, hunting for treasure across these landmasses, the Spiralite Islands. All right, time for a quick dive. Looks like the treasure they're after is at the base of those lights. But there's a bunch of aggressive creatures called salmonids in the way. And when you get too close, they'll attack immediately.
Let them come.
The salmonids aren't pushovers either, so you shouldn't go it alone. That's where this comes in, the Exploration Bot. A member of Deep Cut pilots it during your treasure hunts and attacks automatically. Launches you in the air for extra height. And even gets out of the bot to unleash special moves like this.
Cool.
You'll also get support in the form of gadgets. There's one that continuously fires ink after it's placed. Another that slices through enemies.
Oh, that's cool.
Another that spins ink around you.
Oh,
and
this is
more.
so going to Splatoon 4.
And the best part, you can use them together. It'd be nice if that made things easier, though.
Oh, these are definitely going to Splatoon 4.
So to recap, do not underestimate the salmonids. Yikes, this is tougher than it looks.
All right, yeah. I want a challenge.
But the salmonids aren't the only powerful ones around here. Through battles, you, the Mechanic, will also get stronger by leveling up.
Let's go.
And you can customize all sorts of upgrades to fit your playstyle. Oh, looks like time's up. There are even more details to cover in the upcoming Splatoon Raiders Direct, airing on June 30th.
I'll be there.
In the smart device app Nintendo Today, see the story events leading up to Splatoon Raiders with daily comics ahead of launch.
Oh,
Plus,
hell
in
yeah.
collaboration with this game, there's going to be a special Splatfest in Splatoon 3. The theme looks like it's about Splatoon Raiders. Details will be announced here. Look out for more.
I'll be there.
in the
I'll be there for
future.
Splat Raid.
Don't forget to check this out too. See ya.
I'll be there. I'll buy this game.
So what did you think? Splatoon Raiders is just around the corner.
I love it.
We'll also be releasing new Joy-Con 2 controllers.
I like that blue
inspired by
one.
Deep Cut. We hope you're looking forward to it. Let's see some more headlines.
Out on July 23rd, and it's a Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive. And today we're going to show you some live gameplay. One thing to keep in note is we are playing a development build. With that all out of the way, Jose, kick us off.
Cool. Yeah. So as Emily said, music and stuff's not final, but I'm going to start by making a character, and I'm going to make some choices and just kind of think about those.
And just to set us up here for any of you who may not be familiar with the Splatoon world or the universe of the franchise, this is a world that has been devastated by a catastrophic sea level rise. It's totally wiped out humanity, so this is a post-humanity world. But some other creatures have kind of evolved and made their way back onto land, most notably the Inklings and the Octolings here, which are kind of half squid, half octopus, respectively, and half humanoid. They can kind of switch between their squid or octopus forms and their humanoid forms.
Yeah, you can see Jose with an octoling there with a big tentacle on the top of the head.
Yeah.
Pretty good. I like that you have your hairband is a plastic bag, I believe.
Nice.
Which we'll see how that fits into the game and all the stuff you can salvage. Like, this game has a lot of salvage beach detritus.
Yeah, upcycling.
Yes.
Yes. All right. So we're gonna jump into the tutorial level and just
So gameplay,
kinda
I ain't
get
here to
our
see
feet wet
you.
on
Woo!
how Splatoon plays.
Gameplay.
We kind of want to start at the ground floor for folks, right? So you might be familiar with what Splatoon is, but if you aren't, first of all, welcome. We're really happy that you're here, and we just want to kind of walk you through the basics before we get started. out here on the Spiralite Islands.
So at its core, this game is an action game with elements of shooting. So you're playing as either an Inkling or an Octoling. And, what do octopuses and squids do? They shoot ink, right? So here, as Jose's getting this set up, you can see he's using the motion controls. And you can use the motion controls to kind of fine-tune your aiming. You can also look around with the right stick, right? So you're maybe using your right stick to make bigger movements and then fine-tuning that with the motion controls, which for anybody who's played Splatoon or another game in the series, it's super comfortable. I love it. It feels very intuitive.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat where like I feel like the best piece of advice I could give someone who's new is like, hey, rotate the camera with the right stick and then use your fine-tune your motion control just for the up and down, which really helps.
Oh, yeah, gyro controls is good.
I fire my weapon.
More games should use more gyro
right?
controls.
And there's a tank on my back that is slowly depleting. I'm gonna fire some into the ocean because why not? And once you're out of ink, you are empty. And you'll hear that sound.
I was gonna say, what kind of you got ink save up or something?
Ink will slowly refill, right, as you kind of wait.
Oh, like, God damn, that's a lot of ink consuming right there. That's really slow.
Nice.
Yeah, you also notice
really
that you are slower on 2 legs, but if you are in ink, you can zoom and move really quick. You can transform into your swim form outside of ink. I don't recommend this. I also do not recommend jumping into water because even though we look like sea creatures, we are not safe there.
Oh, we got a health bar.
And you can see that I'm at danger. At the bottom left, my health bar is pretty much done.
Holy shit, we have a health bar.
Then you're done. You're splatted.
Dude, they're going to add in Splatoon 4.
Small fries especially love to like sneak up and just slap you with a
That's
spoon.
the first time we've seen a health bar.
Yeah. So you said we're going to get our feet wet, but don't actually get your feet wet.
Whoa.
Yeah, please don't.
It was a figure of speech.
Well, that's interesting.
But,
we got a health
you'll
bar.
see, and as you get used to kind of the loop, right? When you fire ink, one of the coolest things about swim form is also.
And
that
again,
you
we do
reload,
it. They just
very
added
quickly,
a health bar in
right? So you're
Splatoon
able
3.
to Basically,
It's
kind
just
of
not
keep
visible.
your ammo up and going. And like any good tutorial,
That's
this is
that's
just
pretty
going to
cool.
show
I like
you
that.
very much like it's a shooting gallery designed to just kind of help you get a basic understanding of how the game plays. But it's also going to teach you a couple things, right? Like, well, that's kind of tall, and I can't go up there. But if I put some ink on it, can I just call out that I love this like animation that plays here?
Yeah, I do like the
ink kind of
slime.
drips down.
The ink does look good.
satisfying. Another quick tip I want to give folks is that you'll notice from here, if I fire, nothing is happening.
Yeah, 'cause
really
you're
pay
missing.
attention for a hit marker like that, because that
like
means you're
snaps in. Like
you're actually going to hit versus like not having it. Another kind of hey, I can't. Well,
Yeah,
just
I
kinda
learned
look
that a lot in
like-
Splatoon 4. You gotta make sure you can hit.
This is also true for falling through grates, but this is the first big lesson in Splatoon gameplay, right?
Oh, you do take damage.
That ink that's not your color is not fun for you.
You can see the health bar down in the bottom left kind of ticking down, which is, we should mention that's a new mechanic here in Splatoon Raiders. In other Splatoon games, you didn't have any visual information about what your like numerical
Yeah,
health
where my
actually
health
was.
is.
But actually it's pretty key in this game, so that's been added to the UI here.
Yeah.
I do
fun
like
new
that.
addition of
They
these
need
little
to keep
wooden
that.
boards you can use to kind of surf between islands and between sections.
yeah, you can't be trapped on a desert island like without a little surfing.
Oh yeah. Salmonids. So go ahead.
Oh yeah, so if you played other games in the Splatoon series, maybe you played Salmon Run, you'll recognize some of these
Bro, I'm in the mood to
characters.
play
These
some
are the
Splatoon
Salmonids.
now.
They are fiercely territorial, and I don't know that they're going to be super happy about you being here, Jose, so...
Yeah. No, my favorite thing is just the boldness of Salmonids. Like, once they notice that you are here, like, it is their mission to slap you with a utensil of some kind. The small fryer, there's no fear over, like, the fact that I'm bigger or that, these enemies are pretty weak.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, too, you'll see little things like this where you can, jump through a squid ring, get a couple resources for doing that, too. It's kind of nice.
My favorite part about this.
Yeah, they said this is single player, but I saw somewhere
out, like some
in
of them
the
have
Europe
frying pans,
session,
some of them have
it's
tongs.
multiplayer also.
Yeah, the salmonids as a species, I guess.
So I kind of look
they're
forward to
food
playing with
obsessed.
friends
They're,
if everybody
all
plays
about,
this.
Deliciousness,
not,
seafood.
It's fine. I'll play single player.
Take pride in that.
Yeah, you might see in their territory, I don't know if you can see anything around here, Jose, like cooking utensils and stuff on the horizon, or like
take a look.
Looks
whatever
like
those
a-
things.
Oh,
There
there
you go.
goes some skewers, right?
Looks like there's
Oh.
some skewer. It looks like maybe that's a salt grinder.
What is on that? Yeah, there's a food theme going through this game too, which is kind of
So-
forks, utensils.
Nice.
Yep. Or maybe a spork. I can't tell. I'm gonna take off this way. One thing too, if you're a returning player and you're like, hey, what about like moves like squid roll? Don't worry, still here.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah. It
there
feels
you
a
go.
lot
Yeah,
like if you're
squid roll.
familiar with the mechanics and the gameplay of other games in the Splatoon series, it's going to feel very, very comfortable.
But
Very
even if
similar.
you're not familiar with the controls, this was my first time playing a Splatoon game, and I found it really intuitive. Like the fact that a lot of the controls are the same. It's also really satisfying to like swoosh through the ink. So don't be afraid, to try this game.
On the
Yeah.
topic of fear, though.
Oh no! What are we gonna be afraid of? Oh gosh!
Oh yes,
Yeah, that's a big one. So
That's
this is
a big
salty tongue,
fish.
right?
that's a new salmon head for the people will not be familiar with that salmon head. It's all new for this game.
This one's not
You're
so
correct.
cute.
Its name is a salty tongue, which see its tongue right there.
They got a lot of health.
Oh
And
god!
they hit pretty hard, so do not try to like stay away. They primarily
That's
charge
interesting.
forward and that tongue with that tongue hanging out, but yeah, just keep doing some damage. Try to dodge. And sometimes they can drop a weapon.
Ooh. Okay.
Which is also new for the Splatoon series. You get weapons that drop, and that's going to be key to the kind of the gameplay.
Ooh,
And
okay.
your adventure here is finding new loot and new weapons, and then collecting that.
Yeah, I enjoy how satisfying that kind of loop is as you like go out on raids and you find more to do, more stuff that you can use. I'm just gonna peek around here real quick, just taking a little bit of the scenery. A lonely set of islands. But oh look, there's something
You
out
guys
in
saw
the
an old
distance.
propane tank in the water.
Oh, was there? Whoa. Oh yeah.
You know.
Man, Oregon, good eye. Yeah, I've walked by that thing 100 times. I swear. I was like, that's not a propane tank. We made a discovery.
We found something.
Something busted, apparently.
It's
broke
seen
it?
better days.
But you know, we're out here, we're in the islands, we got to take whatever we can get, right? You know, you find something, you bring it back, you see what you can do with it.
All right. Some begrudging help to get it back to the island, over to our hideout ship. So we're gonna quickly take you around there in a second.
Goddamn spam calls.
Okay, so that was our exploration bot, and we'll show you some techniques with that later. But one of the most important parts of the bot is that it allows you to take members of Deep Cut along with you to your exploration. But you may be asking yourself, who is Deep Cut? Of course, many people that are watching this and in this room know who Deep Cut is, but some of us may be new to them, myself included. So Deep Cut is a member of a group of musicians, and they hosted the Splatfest back in Splatlands in Splatoon 3, and they really love collecting treasure, and that's kind of how you met them. So you're their mechanic, and 30 days ago, while you were looking for treasure, you crash landed on the Spirelight Islands, and this is your hideout ship.
You can see they each have like very different personalities they're expressing. I'm trying really hard to just kind of cheat and give you a pretty good look. That's Big Man on the right. That's Fry on the left. If you really don't want to be, if you want to be an unfriendly,
Oh no.
crewmate, you can cause a little bit of mischief. Mischief's kind of a big thing in Splatoon, at least in my mind. And if not, maybe I'm just causing too much mischief when I play these games. But you can like douse your teammates a little bit.
For some
They'll be
reason,
fine.
I can never get Maria wet.
Usually just wipe it off and they're good to go.
Every time I
Good
ink her,
sports.
she always
Yeah.
covers her
And
face.
the other character here is the player.
I can always
character,
get
right? So you're
Kelly
playing as the
wet, but I
mechanic,
can never get Maria.
Who is mostly responsible for everything that you see here on the base. Kind of a mechanical genius. You know, Deep Cut isn't. That's not their forte.
or
so
Marie.
most
I'm
of what you
sorry,
see
Marie.
built here was the mechanic.
Yeah, speaking of built, you might notice that on my back,
Marie
there's
don't
very
play
different
that, John. She
tank,
don't like getting inked on.
And more importantly, there are gadgets hanging off of the right and left. So we're going to talk a little bit about this because this is something that the mechanic builds over the course of the adventure. So you get one gadget when you start the game and get a tank for the first time. And I'm going to demo a few for you just to show you a couple.
Whoa, hold on.
Let's
That's
start
new.
with the one on the left shoulder. This is the spin wheel, which if I press and hold the button, I can lock on. and kind of it'll like steer its way towards that target. That's really helpful, especially with boss salmonid, to be able to just like use a weapon that'll kind of home in on them a little bit. The other gadget that I'm wearing right now, it's on my right, is right here, the splash it. So I think there's a good enough distance. Let's try it. 1, 2.
Nice.
That's awesome.
You can see that little cooldown started. There's a little timer, so each gadget has a cooldown. You can see you can still use the spin wheel on the left. It's not cooling down. See, they each have an independent cooldown timer.
And this is a big change for this game. In other games in the Splatoon series, you had sub-weapons that were typically like a bomb that you would throw. So in Splatoon Raiders, sub-weapons are out and gadgets are in. So and each gadget has, like, you know, we can just see with these two, very different functions, different types of attacks. Some are more offensive, some are more defensive.
Yeah, and we got a third one to show today. So I'm going to quickly equip it to replace the spin wheel. And this one is spotlights.
Yeah, and you can see Jose equip that. It's not tied to your main weapon.
I like this one.
It's sort of what you choose.
This is going to be guaranteed in
this
Splatoon 4.
And you'll see this one too. It's like a shield that'll kind of ink the ground.
That's going to
as
be
well.
useful
It
a lot
really
in
feels
Splatoon 4.
like a protective barrier.
Oh yeah, I'm going to use that salt to just quickly.
That's going to mess up a lot of people.
Do that on the hideout ship right now. But you'll see that it'll do tick damage to anything that's
I like
inside.
that. I like that.
You know, we should say too, it's nice to have this space on the hideout ship where you can test all the different weapons and try different combinations, and you can actually see like how much numerical damage you're doing with each type of gadget and each attack.
Oh yeah. All right, so we got a decision to make.
All right, let's do it.
For gadgets, what do we want to bring with us, right? I feel like I'm kind of torn. I definitely want to bring the Splatchet. I feel like the Splatchet's just so aggressive and such a big hit.
I'm kind of curious about the outfits. What type of outfits we're going to get?
Secondary. What do you think?
I think the spotlights, you know, like that's a good one to use in combination with another one that's more like offensive. It kind of gives you a little bit of protection, helps ink the ground around you so you get more mobility. I think that's a good setup.
Cool. All right, I'm gonna get us ready for our next raids. I'm gonna set up really quick at our treasure map, and we're gonna go to Meadow Rocks.
Let's read this.
Woo! We have a very advanced deployment mechanism as part of our operation here. No Inklings or Octolings have been harmed
Soft
at all.
landing, that was good.
One thing worth mentioning, now that we're going on our first real raid, the training wheels are off. So you can actually adjust the difficulty setting of this game, and that only affects difficulty of the battles. It doesn't affect the treasure you get. So I myself play as a tourist, and I have no shame in admitting that, so highly recommend. If you
She's a
just
tourist,
wanna,
get out of here.
Enjoy it a little bit on an easier level.
Nice.
I
You'll
mean,
notice
she
that
is new,
regardless of your skill level, you
I
are
want a
not
challenge.
alone on these raids. A member of Deep Cut is going to join you. It's a bit of a tight fit, but Bitman is with us.
He's fired up though.
He's fired up though. Watch this. Yeah,
There you go.
Yeah.
Give him a booyah.
yeah, just get that booyah.
And, yeah, and you can choose, like we said, which member of Deep Cut you want to bring in the exploration bot.
And you'll see that you've got support, right? Like,
Get 'em.
man, just jumping right in to like start the fight.
I would feel
So where's
confident
this
if I was
outfit?
in a machine like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, this is a returning enemy, a Scrapper, right? So you want to knock down its, take it down for a second with its shield and then get behind it. Because while it's driving at you, you can't really hit its weakness. I love these Tong Chum. Because much like the Chum prior, they just have more range.
Bro, lock
so
in,
they'll
kill 'em.
swing those tongs down on you. I also love how they walk. They just it makes me laugh every time. All right, so we're coming up on our first treasure site here, and you're going to see that there are kind of beams of light in the air showing you where the treasure is. That one with the spiral on it will be the last one. But when you approach these, you're going to see that it's not just the enemies that are out here. They also got more.
Yeah, salmonids, a lot of their strength comes in numbers, I feel like. So if you see one salmonid, it's probably a lot more behind it.
All right, now that you cleared out those enemies there, you can go ahead and use the bot to drill. And that's going to give you some Spiralite shards. So that's a resource that's specific to the Spiralite Islands here, and that's going to help you upgrade some stuff back at the base.
Yeah. Yeah, the upgrade loop is really kind of the most important part of this game, and you're going to need Spiralite to get
cool.
a lot of it. So you definitely want to go out of your way to make sure you're picking some up.
You can see Jose just. What did you just do there?
Baja.
Oh man, what did I
What
just
was
do there?
that?
That was a Baja. Yeah, look at that.
Because that was a wall that I think you could not have inked your way up that wall. I
Yeah, I
believe.
could not. Yeah.
See, the more I see
But-
this, the more I'm seeing potential things that's coming in
Magic of the
Splatoon
bot
4.
hop.
Yeah, and you can see we got some particular floaty physics here in the Spiralite Island.
Good.
Something keeping you
That
in the air.
pit, that's
in the
gonna
float
be
for a little bit longer
that's
than you
going in
normally
Splatoon
would.
4.
Yeah.
One tip though, don't transform or you fall like a stone.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And since you can call the bot to
Hell,
you
we
at
might
any
get
time,
2 sub weapons,
call it over to you. It sort of allows you to not
but they're
just
gonna have cooldowns
the
or
bot
whatever.
as backup, but bring that bot hop in. Any number of situations.
Especially because of the nature of the combat, where you say it's like a numbers game where the salmonids are just swarming
Yeah.
you. It's nice to be able to call the bot over and just do one of those big floaty jumps and kind of get out of trouble.
Yeah, get
Yeah.
an aerial advantage.
I
See
love-
everything.
Yeah, I love too that when you call in the bot, there's a huge like explosion of ink that follows when he drops in.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Nice.
super helpful to in a pinch.
Yeah, I
Let's
could
press
probably
on.
use that.
That's the stinger.
Tell somebody
And
come
I
over.
know I showed you the bot hop, but these plants are really weird in that they also allow you to quickly jump into the air.
There you go.
Be super helpful if you're ever in a situation. And I turned this on thinking
Squish
that
him.
this enemy would have kind of made its way up to me, but of course Big Man was on the case, so I didn't have anything to worry about there. But I'm going to get a little closer to that plant and do it again, just so you can see, like when you get close to it, the leaf starts spinning some more, and when you jump the second time, you get that similar effect with the floatiness. Same rule too, if you transform into your swim form, you drop straight down. So here's our second treasure site, and they're coming in. There goes a Kohawk. Oh boy. All right, I'm gonna ask
That's good.
Big
Yeah,
Man to get
squish 'em.
close. I like this bot buddy jump too, just because you're able to use it as an eject button.
There you go.
Oh, and look at that.
Nice.
Ooh, nice.
We can see there Jose leveled up, so he's going to get some immediate boost to his stats.
Yeah, and you also will see that like over time, you get stronger as, you know, the game is obviously going to get more difficult as you play, but you also get stronger as well. So you kind of end up meeting the game kind of halfway. You'll see here, we got another group of enemies coming up. I'm going to actually use this as a good spot to just, first of all, use my Starlights to keep them back, and then charge in to finish the job.
Yeah, the Splatcha can make quick work of a whole bunch of salmon at once, which is nice.
Oh, yeah.
And we saw there the little kind of like crystallized yellow thing. That was material that you got from that enemy, and that's also going to be key for building stuff and upgrading stuff back at the base.
I feel like one thing to note too, Jose has done a really good job picking up all those drops. However, even if you don't pick them up, they're still yours to keep. So you'll still get them.
Yeah,
This
any
is
treasure
mine!
that drops is yours in the game, regardless of if you complete the raid, which is really helpful. Yeah. Oh, so we're charged. You may have noticed we've been picking up those big orange looking eggs. Those are mega power eggs, and they charge a meter that now says it's charged. And if you've seen some prior trailers, you may have seen this before, but basically do a move called a showstopper.
I love the
Yes.
air horns.
Yeah, and Big Man's showstopper specifically is for running into enemies. You want to
That's cool.
slam into them. You can also toss out those little manta rays. Yeah, we got it. All right.
So here's our last big treasure.
Yeah.
Big Man's going to drill that
Booyah
for
for
us.
luck.
Nice.
Ooh,
All right.
and
Ooh,
a treasure chest.
materials and a chest.
Treasure.
All right, but we don't want to spoil it, so we're not going to take a look at the contents of the treasure chest right now, right?
Yeah,
God damn it.
No.
We'll
Yeah,
keep that a surprise for folks at home.
Yeah. But, you know, that's our demo. Just wondering.
You know, I kind of want to play a demo. Can y'all send out a
Yeah,
demo?
So there are a couple other ways that you can kind of stay in tune with what's happening with Splatoon Raiders. One is an upcoming direct. You can learn more about the treasures and the gadgets and whatnot. Another is the Splatoon North America League playoffs. So if you're interested in that, please make sure to tune in.
And also, for fans of Splatoon 3, there's going to be a collaboration Splatfest with a theme featuring
I will
Splatoon
be
Raiders.
there.
That's gonna be
I
the
have to
weekend
do
of
it.
July 10th.
It's a
so
new
keep an eye out for
Splatfest.
that
I got to
as
do
well.
it.
One thing though, something else is coming out with this
I gotta
game
be
when
there.
it releases, the date that it releases.
Yes.
Whenever
when
there's
we
a new
dramatically
Splatfest, I
go
gotta
off
be there.
screen and then reappear with some gifts.
Give me
I am
gifts.
getting those.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get those.
So we have a deep cut amiibo here. So we have Fry, Shiver, and Big
I'm surprised
Man.
we didn't get the mechanic though.
Do
Did
a
we get the
little
mechanic
spin
also?
Featuring their island
There we
outfits
go.
here.
So you can check them out here. And then I do want to call out Big Man's the other side of some cool details.
I love it. I love his backpack. He's got.
Stop
he's
showing
ready
off
for
his
anything.
ass. You're gonna make
Yeah, they
Nochi
also
horny.
actually kind of fit together if you so here. let me
Yeah,
help you
show
out.
us.
Yeah, so with Big Man facing this way,
Oh,
and these two
nice.
here, well, doing a little bit of a bad job, but hopefully you can see that they kind of dock together.
They've been done.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn it a little more that way.
Nice.
I think I got it.
Good angle.
Yeah, all right, we made it.
That's the crew.
The
Landed
final
final.
form.
Yeah, which is kind of a neat feature that they have.
Awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna take this back.
Awesome.
And yeah, so these come out on July 23rd, which is also the release game of Splatoon Raiders. Thank you so much
Yeah,
for
they're gonna be having
watching.
my money
My
that
name was
day.
Emily, and I was here today with Dutch, Morgan, and Jose. And don't go away. Please stay tuned on Nintendo Treehouse Live. Next up, we have is Rhythm Heaven Groove. Thank you so much.